Yo, welcome back to another video. Today we are in the Raid League for the Fantasy Cup, and let's see what team we're going to be trying out here. So let's try out this team featuring the Weezing paired with the Excadrill and the Giratina. So we are going to face off against this Tapu Fini. We have a okay matchup here. We are going to be able to throw a super effective sludge. Our opponent does recognizes that, and they do end up shielding. So it looks like we're going to have to keep staying in here. They switch out into their Azumarill. We're going to switch out into our Giratina because we want the Weezing to be matched up against that Tapu Fini. We do tank one move here, and it is the Ice Beam. We are able to survive that Ice Beam, and then our opponent here is going to stay in, tank the Shadow Ball. Looks like we're going to have to either shield here or allow this to go down. We do decide to shield, and we're looking for the farm down at this point. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Shadow Calls extra. We are able to snipe their energy right there. And looks like we're going to be able to fire off another move towards their backline. The Shadow Ball here does go through. It ends up getting some good damage. However, it doesn't KO. We do quick switch, and we throw our Sludge. However, they do shield, anticipating that it was the Overheat. So luckily we do have some residual energy, and we're going to be able to throw the Overheat to get this Skarmory pretty low. Then we're going to bring back our Excadrill here. This Excadrill is going to be able to tank a move. Brave Bird does get released, and it looks like our opponent does get farmed down because they already debuffed. So we do farm down, and we end up coming out with a Drill Run. So this Drill Run here is going to be able to take out the opponent right there. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game with the Excadrill right there. Next game, let's see what we find. We are going to see the Weezing versus the Registeel. So this is not particularly the best matchup. We're going to switch out here into the Excadrill. We do draw out the Turtonator. The Turtonator here is going to be able to do super effective fast food damage, but we were able to throw on good timing. One Drill Run does get shielded. We already have another Drill Run, so this is going to get the KO or it's going to get the last shield, and they end up letting it go, which allows us to use our Excadrill again and get to another Drill Run. And we do get both of their shields down. So all of a sudden, our opponent has no shields, and now we just have to maintain alignment. We are going to come in with our Giratina here, anticipating that the Giratina is better suited against this Registeel. Zap Cannon does go through. We did get debuffed, unfortunately, so that is the downside. But we are able to decide if we want to shield here or not. We decided to shield and just gain a ton of energy. Right here, we're going to go for this Shadow Ball. The Shadow Ball is debuffed, doesn't quite take it out, ends up getting into the red, and they are going to be able to throw another move. So we're going to have to double shield here, looking for the farm down. Our opponent doesn't allow us to farm down, but they go back into their Azumarill. We do have the Weezing for this Azumarill. We are going to be able to tank that Ice Beam quite nicely, and we just got to build up to at least 2 Sludges here. The goal is to try to get to 2 Sludge. One Sludge goes through, another Sludge is going to go through right here. This is going to chip away at the Azumarill and get it into the low yellow. So right here, they are going to be able to get to another Ice Beam here. It does take us out, and now we just got to throw on good timing. You got to make sure we overfarm. We do go for the 2 Shadow Claws. We go for a Shadow Ball right here, and then we're going to be able to farm down with the Giratina. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game with the Giratina. All right, back again here. So that was a nice little team that we used against the opponents. The Excadrill coming in clutch, and let's see if we can continue the synergy with this team. The idea behind this team is the core of the Weezing and the Excadrill. So let's see if it continues. So this time we're facing the Excadrill. This is going to be kind of a core breaker for our team, as we don't necessarily want to see this Excadrill with our Weezing nor against our own Excadrill. So we're going to go here and just stay in, try to get a shield. Our opponent here is going to end up shielding, so we do get the 1 shield situation. We're going to try to catch a move with our Giratina. Basically, we're kind of sacking this, but we also kind of use it as kind of a meat shield. And they have the Flygon in the bag. This Flygon here is going to be very, very spammy, able to reach their Dragon Claw very, very quickly, taking us out. And now we're going to come back in here with the Weezing, trying to get a last shield here. Our opponent doesn't go for it. Now they know that we have this Sludge. Now we have to make sure we are going to try to win this game with this Excadrill. But this Flygon here is very scary, having the ability to get to those Scorching Sands very quickly. This is a 50-50 call. We do shield the correct Scorching Sands, And then our opponent here ends up switching out into their Azumarill. But this Azumarill is so tanky that we are not going to be having enough energy or health to take it out. And look at these bubbles. These bubbles are doing a tremendous amount of damage. Unfortunately, unable to win this game here. I guess maybe in hindsight, we could have possibly tanked one drill run with our Weezing versus their Excadrill, but yeah, it still was a very tough game here. All right, next game, let's see what we find. We got the Azumarill versus the Weezing matchup again. We're going to go for the Sludge, but we're going to build up a ton of energy. Throw this Sludge here right before they get to a potential big move. Sludge does get revealed here, and now our opponent is going to be able to have potential Hydro Pump energy. They go for the Hydro Pump immediately, so at least we do show the correct move here. But over farming a ton, we're going to be able to get to the Sludge here. This Sludge is going to get him into the low red at least. And now we threaten either KO or we're going to get this last shield. So let's see what our opponent ends up doing. They do decide to shield, and we're going to switch out into the Giratina to try to get a little bit of energy advantage. The opponent does reveal Mawile. So Mawile here, pretty fragile, but it is potentially going to be able to take out our Giratina here. Let's see what they end up doing. Our opponent does end up throwing the move right before we get to ours. There's the play rough, takes us out, and now we have to try to wiggle out of this situation. Do we go into our Excadrill here that is taking super effective fast move damage? Yes, we are. We're going to throw this drill run immediately so that we don't have to worry about this Mawile anymore. So we have a shield advantage, but we are going to have to either shield here or let this go. We actually end up shielding here so that we can get enough energy for this backline. Ends up being the Registeel, so that was a great shield by us, anticipating something weak to this Excadrill in the back. One drill run does get through here. We're trying to get to another one, try to catch a move. Unfortunately, we probably catch a Zap Cannon. No, they actually go for the Focus Blast. So Focus Blast right there, unable to take us out. And now we have to just throw some moves here. One Sludge doesn't quite KO. However, we are going to try to get to another move here. We are able to stack up two Sludges. So this is going to take out this Registeel, and then we're going to have enough energy to take out this Azumarill with this Weezing. So Weezing coming in clutch, doing a tremendous amount of damage, and storing up two Sludge before getting KO. So that was really nice. And that was pretty much MVP of the game. The Weezing just able to core break that team. All right, here we're going to have the Turtonator versus the Weezing. So we have a pretty good matchup here. We are going to throw this potential play rough. Let's see if they shield. They don't shield. They don't believe us. So we're just going to keep on throwing another Sludge. This Sludge here, we'll get it into the low yellow. And then we're going to try to catch a move here. Let's see what we catch. If it's the Dragon Pulse, it's going to do a ton of damage, but we do catch an Overheat, so that is great news for us. And then we're going to have a ton of energy. We're going to fire off this Shadow Ball. This Shadow Ball here will get a shield from this Empoleon. So far they have Turtonator and Empoleon. That's an interesting core so far. And we know that this Empoleon has a good amount of energy, so we got to play around this energy. Our opponent here does wait a little bit and decide to throw a move. We're going to show this first one here so that we can get to this potential Overheat. Let's see how much they value this Empoleon. Oh, wow. They do value it quite nicely. All right, here they're going to be able to throw the move right on timing. We're going to shield here to have any chance to win this game. And then they reveal that they have the Magnet Zone in the back. So we're going to throw this drill run right before they get their potential Wild Charge, take out that Magnet Zone. Our opponent here comes back in with the Turtonator. I think they were one move away from their Overheat, so we fired it off. And unfortunately, our opponent does have the Hydro Cannon for the KO, so well played by them. We're not going to be able to win this right here. So GG's to our opponent. They were able to manipulate that Empoleon energy. But check out this team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.